Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Henry up the middle. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little bit...
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. David Ajabo running in to take him down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. Back to throw here. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They'll drop the throw. And complete once again to Watson. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
They'll give Henry another shot. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Christian Watson from 4 yards out. And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You got a lot to handle in this one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because...
The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return. A scoop and score for the Vikings. Carlson now to add the extra point. he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 30 on second down, Jones, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Jones. That's out wide here for Robinson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing, Jones. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He hit on all 6 of his passes on that opening drive, including the final throw for a touchdown, as his guys start here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice pickup at 4th. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field state.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 in a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in his zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up with a very good clip.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
And he'll get him. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's the fullback. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The last series formerly disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
They'd love to just start back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
The Saints on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got Jordan complete right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Jones. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. They bring the man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's taken to the 26. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw again. Touchdown, Vikings! Christian Watson with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 11 yards for number 11. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Jones throwing on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We kick off our tour with a good one in the NFC. Carolina heading to Lambeau to take on Green Bay. And it's the Packers who are out in front in the 2nd quarter. 3 touchdown passes there for Mac Jones. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who have the lead in that one at halftime. Former number 1 overall pick Joe Burrow with a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. The Titans trying to hold on and claim victory. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half. Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He finds his man, complete. It's Walton. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle is going to leave him about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and sneak it here. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
With no running backs. Pass protect. All the receivers in their patterns. These are going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Same connection. Dulcich once again. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. James Robinson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints use the short field to get in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Saints 14. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Vikings 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a 1st down.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Chris Barnes there on the stop.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
56 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try to, and he coughed it up, and this is picked up by the Saints. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They find some open field here. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Hey, check that, street.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Saints are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Jones now on third down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to roll him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly what they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. A first down carry for Henry. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Henry again on 2nd down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Again, it's Henry. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now a handoff to Henry. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The give to the fullback on the dive. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll make it second and a quarter. So
this defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They'll go with a keeper. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Vikings are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth-quarter advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down on the scoreboard. 65 seconds remaining. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Jones throw taken in by Samuel. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Pass complete, Samuel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Jones finding Sutton. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now Jones. And a dump off here to Robinson. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they'll accomplish that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you got to think, with going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shine of the light. I can make an earthquake nervous. I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily